Alright, thought I'd save a little time today by getting the fire going first. Just thought you guys don't need to see how to start a fire in a Kelly kettle. If you own a Kelly kettle, you know it's pretty easy to get a fire going. So I got my fire going here, and I actually got a little steak today, so we're going to get that cooked up here in a minute. Just getting the fire going, and we'll be right back. While we're getting those coals going, I just thought I'd show you the view we got today, a little wildflower meadow I found. Just thought it was pretty cool, so thought I'd make some lunch. Alright, got the kettle off, got a nice little bed of coals here, and I don't really want any flames, so I'm just going to let that go out here, and then I'm going to toss the steak on. Oh, the flame had just gone out and it just flared right back up. Alright, you can see there's just a little bit of a flame down there yet. That's alright. I just want the coals and the smoke. Let's see if this bad boy will fit on there. Perfect. I'll leave that for a couple minutes. I got this steak cut at a local butcher here. Had him cut it a little thinner than I normally would because it's going to have to cook pretty quick on these small bed of coals. And I'll probably have to pull it off in between when I flip it. I'll probably throw the kettle back on, get the coals fired back up, because I'm sure that lukewarm blob of meat on top is going to cool those coals off, so we'll see how it goes. May not work, may work. Either way, it'll be delicious. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes here. Fire's definitely slowed down considerably, so let's see what we got to do here. Looking pretty nice. Got some nice char on there. I do think I'm gonna set this aside for a moment. And we'll just set the kettle back on here and see if we can get the fire ramped back up. And we'll be back in a minute. Alright, sorry about that. Apparently I was still recording while I was sitting on my leg here getting the fire going, but you can see just a couple seconds and the fire's kicked back up. So alright, just a minute or two here and the flames died down, but we still got a lot of heat in there. Get the steak back on and give that a couple more minutes. I actually might use the pot here and flip it upside down on top and see if I can hold some of the heat in there. Yeah, let's try that. Unfortunately, that will not work. So, good thought, but not gonna happen. But we'll give it a few minutes here and see what she looks like. Alright, so we had to do a little change up here. The whole steak was just a little too large for the grill. I kind of figured, but I thought it would look kind of cool. It did, but it wasn't working. So I just cut it up in smaller pieces, and that's working much nicer. I've actually been using the kettle here as kind of a heat sink, you know, keep some of the heat in. The hot water in the kettle actually kept the fire hotter. The only problem is you have to check it every 30 seconds or so because the fire really kicks up, and as you can see, I got some pretty decent char on there pretty quick. which is fine. I like my steak pretty medium rare, so I don't need long. And I had it cut a little thinner at the butcher, so it should cook a little quicker. Let's see if I can bite into this or if it's just too stinking hot. Not sure if it's going to focus there for me. Yeah, you can kind of see there. That's about medium rare. It's absolutely delicious. I just put a little salt and pepper on there, a little seasoning, and that'll work quite well. Get the fire kicked back up here, and I'm going to cook the rest of the steak, but you guys don't really need to hang out for that. I'm going to eat my lunch. Hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, this will be a ongoing series. Hopefully I can make it a little more interesting as time goes on. I'm going to do a little more intricate cooking. See what we can find, see what I can make, see what works, see what doesn't. I already found something that doesn't. Don't try to cook a steak that is the same size as your grill. It doesn't get very good airflow, and it doesn't cook very quickly. So yeah, cut your steak small and it'll turn out great. So till next time, hope you enjoyed, and follow along, subscribe if you'd like, and till next time, check out some wildflowers.